Hello YouTube, today I am here with some Dragon Block C. I said I was going to do this series a while ago, but I never really got around to it, so I'm going to try now. I'm trying now because the new update just came out, and it kind of changed everything. This is a server that I haven't really played on much. I've played on it a little bit, but I am going to reset, and I can show you guys how to make character customization and stuff. So yeah. Let's get started. But first off, this is the IP to the server. It uses the most recent version of Dragon Block C, not the snapshot, the main version. Yeah, so let's get started. This is the spawn point of the server. It's pretty cool, I guess. And I'm going to go to Kami so I can reset my character. Alright, so let's start now. So, you can be a Saiyan, male or female. You can have one of any of the many hairstyles they've got. Actually, they might have more. Do they have more now? Don't know if they added that with the new update. Oh, no, same. So you could change your hair, yeah. You could also get a custom hair if you have one. I like the Goku hair, to be honest. I know it's kind of plain, but still like it. Default skin. There's the Half Saiyan, which lets you change the color of your hair, basically, and I think the Super Saiyan transformations are a little bit weaker. There's Namekian, which apparently got a Super Namekian form recently. Arcosian, which has all the Arcosian transformations with the exception of 5th form, the Cooler has, and Golden Frieza form. There's Human, which apparently got a Superhuman or something along those lines. Not Kaioken, because there's Kaioken that you can get. And yeah, I personally like Saiyan. I'm going to be a Saiyan. You want to pick Ki. This will show up when you go to next, and you have two options. You have Natural, and you have Ki. Ki lets you do anything Dragon Ball Z. Martial Artist lets you balance between melee damage and like Ki attack damage. Spiritualist is mostly focused around Ki, and Warrior is mostly focused around melee damage. I personally like Ki. It's not going to be helpful early on, but later on it will be. So, this is what I'm going to be going with. And yeah, let's get started. Now, as you can see, you start off relatively weak. Like, I am super weak right now. You have to charge your Ki by holding C, and I'm going to go and start the saga. Here we go. So, the main thing about Dragon Ball Z is it focuses around trying to follow the same storyline as Dragon Ball Z. If you have not seen Dragon Ball Z, I highly recommend you guys see it. That is what most of my content is and is going to be based around, it seems. So, you guys can come and join me on the server as well. Especially since I'm brand new, so you could play along with me, maybe even beat me. Yeah. Something else I just noticed, actually, that it seems is happening, is my BP is slowly increasing while I'm fighting, without me upgrading any stats. No, that seems really interesting, because I thought it only did that on single player, and it never used to do it when you were really this weak. There are a lot of new things with this update, actually. Like, before, you could upgrade stats very easily. Yeah, there goes again. 12 BP now. BP is power level, by the way, for all those who didn't know. Yeah, like, before you used to be able to upgrade these with, like, 2 at the beginning, and now it takes, like, I don't even know, a ton. Skills also cost more, it seems, now. Transformation used to be, like, 25 the first time, now it's 100. That probably should be that high, but the other one shouldn't. The yellow bar on the right is stamina. If you run out of stamina, you only punch for 1 damage, which kind of lets you not spam anymore. The red bar next to that is my body, or health, and the number at the bottom is what says my health. The top left bar, I'm sure that you've all guessed, is the key, and the reason it says 55% is because until you get potential unlocked, you can only go up to 50% normally, although sometimes it glitches and lets you go a little bit higher. Yeah, so these are just the first few missions here, and mostly this is an introduction. It's not really, we're not probably going to get that much done yet in this episode, since we're really, really weak. If you guys want me to do a little bit of training off camera, in between videos sometimes, then I might do that, since it's so much harder to upgrade stats now. Otherwise, until I get way stronger, it's probably going to be like 2 stats per video, because on the main server I like to play on a lot, my BP actually used to be over 23 million in base form, which was like a third of the old max, and now it's like 140,000 or something, and the maximum BP is like 1 billion or something ridiculous for base form now. So it's gonna take a long time, because even then it takes like 700 TP for me to upgrade to a single stat. So if you guys want me to do some off-camera training, or maybe like speed training, like speed up the video, then I could try and do that. But yeah. So, Dragon Ball Z also helps you get a lot of experience. Like, I have 31 levels and I've barely done like anything. Going to Namek now. Not necessarily sure I'm ready for Namek, actually. Only do like, what, 33 attack damage? I like these blocks, they're pretty cool. The Frieza soldiers are suffocating. Oh, shoot. Sometimes when they spawn, they'll be invisible for a second. That's a glitch, but it seems to have gotten a lot better with the update. One of the good things that did come out of the update. No, the problem you're going to notice I have with the Frieza soldiers is the stamina that I talked about. You see, like how I started doing 1 damage after a bit? Here, watch, if I run and keep punching this dino, then eventually it's going to get to the point where, see? It only does 1 damage, until I recover some stamina. Which is kind of, to be honest, I think that the stamina bar was a good idea, but I think that they overdid it a little bit. I think that they should let you fire more ki blasts and land more hits before they make you recharge your stamina, because, especially when you're lower, you can't even beat the Frieza soldiers without having to recover a little bit of stamina. Even on my actual good account on Saiyncraft, which is a great server, been having a few issues so recently, I can't beat all 9 of the King Cold minions at the same time. I have to let them hit me for a second while I charge up a little bit of stamina. I purposely chose this server though, because I wouldn't have to really reset. To be honest, on the other one I don't have to either, with how much this update has screwed stuff over. But I wouldn't have to reset, and it's not laggy because there aren't many people on that much. Like, the most ever on is like 7 as of right now. It's a good server, it runs well, but just not many people play on it for some reason. Like, as you can see, it's just me and that other guy that just joined. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to put a bit of this on my channel, I guess. I really like Dragon Ball Z, if you shouldn't tell already. But yeah, later today or tomorrow, I'm probably going to be putting up a video about power inconsistencies with Gohan, mainly focusing on the Cell Saga to the Wrath of the Dragon movie, when that would have taken place, theoretically. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, ooh, Constitution increases stamina, so that is what I really want to focus on, I think. Normally, what I used to do is just max out ki, and then focus on everything else later. But this time I think, dear God, it means I'll run OP. I'm going to focus on getting some Constitution, because I really need it now, with all this stamina problems. And I think that I'll probably leave it off here after I go and get some sensu beans from Korin. if you like these kinds of videos, then please comment, subscribe, like it, share it with friends. Great server. Sandcraft is also an amazing server. I suggest you play on both. And yeah, so if you want to see more videos, just like I said earlier, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time for more Dragon Block C.